My name is Jenny Chapman. I am an ELT consultant for Oxford University Press. I am speaking to you from my house in Valencia, Spain, where, like many of you, I have been confined for the past few weeks due to the coronavirus. I really hope this message finds you, your family and friends well and healthy. This Cultural Byte video is about survival and forms part of a new series of presentations on different subjects for students of English available online from Oxford University Press. We have written this one with the intention of it being used at an approximately B2 level of English, but it can be used with other ages and other levels as well. Remember, you can pause the video at any time and repeat any sections if there was something you didn't understand. So, let's have a look at survival. I imagine it's something that we all feel is very relevant at the moment. What does survival mean to you? Does it mean surviving the virus, perhaps? Surviving confinement with your other half? Or if you have children, maybe you're thinking that you have to survive making all activities to keep the children quiet and amused and indoors. Let's have a look at some other survival situations. First, we have survival at sea. This is called shipwrecked, and it occurs when a ship encounters problems at sea, usually due to bad weather conditions like storms or hurricanes. Have you ever been on a cruise or a ferry in rough weather conditions? Has the water been choppy and the waves very high? In the next slide, we have shark attack. Luckily, this doesn't happen very often, but there have been cases of surfers being confused as shark lunch. Then we have lost. This could include many different situations where you can't find your way. You've lost your bearings. Have you ever been lost? Have you ever lost someone? And finally, we have avalanche. This is where the snow falls unexpectedly and very fast, crashing and destroying anything in its path. Are any of you fans of skiing? I think you may think twice after this picture. How do these images make you feel? Are you frightened, excited, overwhelmed perhaps? Let's have a look. Here we have some survival idioms. We have know the ropes, out of the frying pan into the fire, keep your head above water, caught between a rock and a hard place, and cry wolf. What I'd like you to do now is match the idioms with the meanings on the other side. The meanings are stuck with only two very bad alternatives, intentionally raise a false alarm, to understand the details, to survive, and to get into an even more dangerous situation. Let me give you some time to think about that. How did you do? Let's have a look together. So, first we've got know the ropes. That means to understand the details. You can have show someone the ropes and learn the ropes as well. Out of the frying pan into the fire means to get into an even more dangerous situation. Sometimes we can use this when we are thinking about changing jobs. We might say, I don't want to jump out of the frying pan and into the fire. Keep your head above water means to survive. We can also use this financially. One could say, I'm only just keeping my head above water with the household bills. That means just surviving money-wise. Caught between a rock and a hard place means stuck with only two very bad alternatives, or maybe you can't even choose. And cry wolf means to intentionally raise a false alarm. How did you do? These are the answers. Remember, you can pause the video at any time if there is something that you'd like to jot down. So, here we have another survival situation. When somebody collapses, we can also call this a blackout or somebody becomes unconscious. What would you do if a person collapsed in front of you? I imagine that we've all heard the song Staying Alive by the Bee Gees. But did you know at 103 beats per minute, the old disco song has almost the perfect rhythm to help jumpstart a stopped heart? To get the heart working is to pump to the rhythm of the song. Have any of you done any first aid courses? Do you know CPR? If we are ever in this situation, we need to follow some specific instructions. Here we have some instructions, but they're not in the correct order. We have do hands-only CPR, lock your fingers together, knuckles up, check if the person is breathing, call 112, wait until the ambulance arrives, push hard and fast, 2 times per second, to the beat of the song. Can you put them in the correct order? How did you do? Let's have a look. So, number 1, check if the person is breathing. 2, call 112. 3, do hands-only CPR. Lock your fingers together, knuckles up. 4, push hard and fast, 2 times per second, to the beat of the song. And 5, wait until the ambulance arrives. Did you get those? Well done. Now, doesn't this picture look better? It looks like paradise. It's marvellous. I think we can all agree that this is a lot better than being in confinement where we all are at the moment. But where is this? What do you see? Palm trees, coconuts. It is, of course, a desert island. Now, what has happened here? This picture doesn't look so good. He is, in fact, what we call in English, washed up on the shore. Think about the film Castaway and Tom Hanks, and you've got it. He has been washed up on the shore and is now alone on a desert island, alone to fend for himself. Other words we use for this are washed up on the shore, stranded, marooned, isolated, castaway. In the UK, there is a radio programme called Desert Island Discs. Guests are asked to pick their favourite pieces of music. They then tell the story of their life and we listen to their 8 favourite songs, ones that they would like to listen to on the island. And the guests explain why these songs have been important in their lives. The programme is very popular and attracts big names like David Beckham. We encourage you to listen to his episode online. At the end of the show, the presenter tells them that before being left on the island, they will be given the Bible, the complete works of Shakespeare, and also they can take one book of their choice. Lastly, the presenter tells them that they can take one luxury item. That can't be a person or a boat, so there's no way they can escape the island. Examples from famous people in the past have actually been quite simple. A pillow, a pen and paper. But I think maybe from now on, we might start seeing this. Yes, toilet paper. Who knows? I am now going to describe two famous people explaining what luxury item they would take. What item is it, and who do you think the famous people are? Are you ready? The first person is a very well-known American actor. He has done a film about surviving on an island and has just recently survived coronavirus. He said that he would take a certain item that could keep him busy writing all day. He says that it is indestructible and is his favourite item. Any ideas? Well, the famous guest is Tom Hanks. And the item that would keep him busy writing all day? Yes, you've got it, a typewriter. Did you get it? Well done. Now, the second celebrity we have is a well-known British actress, famous for roles in many different types of film, especially children's films like Harry Potter, and also period dramas like Sense and Sensibility. She is married to the actor Greg Wise, who also starred alongside her in Sense and Sensibility. And she said for her luxury item, she would take it directly from her kitchen in her house. She said that she would take this to the island, look for vegetables and herbs, and try to invent a new island cuisine. Any ideas who the famous person is? Yes, it's Emma Thompson. And what would she take? Her cooking pot. It may be simple, but I think very practical in the circumstances. So, now it's your turn. I'd like you to imagine that you are going to the desert island. Decide which of these things below you would take with you and why. Would you take first aid kit, notepad and pen, a knife? Use these phrases to help you. If I were on a desert island, I would take because. I wouldn't take because. I think would be best because. Use these phrases and practice them to improve your English. And above all, good luck on the island. On behalf of myself, Jenny, and all my colleagues at Oxford, thank you for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this cultural bite. Goodbye for now, and in the meantime, stay home and stay safe. Thank you.